Welcome to the channel, guys. Footy Meach here. Super excited. We're going to be doing a brand new save with Blackpool FC here in League One. The reason for the inspiration, I was literally laying in bed and watching some YouTube videos of some free kick specialists, and our boy, the legend who guided them to the Premiership, Charlie Adams, popped up and watched a couple clips. Went back to their season in the EPL, which was very legendary. Unfortunately, they went down on the last day against Man U 4-0, and they just really haven't been the same. So they've kind of been a bit of a yo-yo club between League One and the Championship, and due to their struggles, they decided to pick up the phone and give Footy Meach a call. So here we are, guys. Super excited, as I mentioned. Never actually managed him in Football Manager, so we're going to try to implement the same style that they kind of played. And it's going to be a bit of a fun save. But let's kind of dive into the team a little bit here, the formations and everything, and kind of, try to reenact that, 2009, 2010 season or 2010, 2011 season, those back-to-back years there were definitely, I would say, kind of the prime in most recent times for Blackpool. So let's dive right into that. As you guys can see here, the coach as well, Ian Holloway, is a guy that I'm going to be looking to idolize on this save. The guy looks amazing in orange. I'm going to be definitely rocking an orange tie as well, maybe a full orange suit. Maybe that's something I might be doing. But hopefully, maybe they might build a statue for me one day next to his, once he gets his, of course, and then guide this team back to the Premiership and, be a sustainable team there and see how far we're going to go into Europe. We're going to cap it at 10 seasons here, give or take. If everyone's enjoying the save, then we'll continue a little bit further. But as of right now, we'll kind of cap it at 10 seasons. If you guys actually kind of look at their old squad there, man, like there wasn't much room. I think they smashed their transfer budget, which was £1 million for DJ Campbell, if I recall correctly. I'll have to do some research on that. But Charlie Adam was definitely the man behind the operation. He was definitely guiding him. I think after that season, he went to Liverpool. Didn't have too much success there. Went to Stoke, and then I think he finished at his boyhood club, Dundee. Now he's coaching in Fleetwood. I believe he got the sack. But in this save, he's currently with them. So if he does get sacked, this is definitely a guy that we're going to be looking to get on our team, as I can quickly show you guys here. I was looking to get him right away, but unfortunately, the guy is taken. As you can see, he's currently managing. He would fit our style because this is the formation that we're going to be running is the 4-3-3. So hopefully, if he does get sacked, we'll definitely bring him on as a coach for the future. But also, guys, as you guys can see, they're currently sitting right now. Obviously, this is FM24 with the present time, obviously because the game's not out. Current standings, 24 games played, 30 points, sitting 15th. So that's why they decided to give me a call and see if I can rejuvenate their season and get them promoted into the Championship. I was just doing some history there on kind of the squad, especially that season. As you guys can see, DJ Campbell and also Charlie Adam had about 13 goals. Unfortunately, they did get relegated. So just doing a bit of history on that team. But other than that, guys, I'm super excited. Here's the legend himself and that Tangerine jersey. So yeah, let's see how far we can go here, guys, with the squad. So let's kind of dive into the tactics. It's actually a pretty thin squad here. We got some loanies in place, but essentially this is kind of the formation that we're going to be running with the players that we do have. There's some good hidden gems here for sure. I do like to tend to tweak out the squad as well, but it's just going to be one of those things. I like to display the transfer window right off the bat, but once the winter ones, maybe we'll add a few loanies and so on and so forth, and see if there's some players or some hidden gems that we can get to bring into the squad, and obviously strengthen it, but also make a push to get automatic promotion or through the playoff route. Right back here, Leon's. We got him actually in our Dundee save, funny enough. We're still doing that one, don't worry. I just like to do 2 saves at a time. Great right back, can play left and right, so definitely going to be utilizing this guy. Pennington here as well, 28 years old, first season with them. He's pretty good center back there, so hopefully some guy, he's a bit older. I doubt he's going to improve that much, as you guys can see. But just a good guy just to have there currently in place. Ekapitata, if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. But he's got some good determination, strength, and jump. So it's going to be huge. Hopefully, with some nice set pieces, we can get this guy going here. Husband here, probably the longest, the player with the most caps on the team here. We got him the left back position. He's definitely starting to approach the twilight of his career. So left back is definitely a position that we're going to probably be looking to strengthen up and have him more as a secondary option. As of right now, he's kind of our primary option. Virtue here, he's been, we got him initially, was in the Liverpool Academy. He's been with the club quite some time, but as you guys can see, he's struggled with some injuries. They got him on a free. He did start off his career pretty good, but unfortunately, the injuries have hampered his career. He only has about 60 caps. So he's 26, still relatively young, so hopefully maybe his injuries won't go away, but maybe that might be a position that we might be looking to dabble in. Morgan here, 23, another guy we can potentially build around. Just got him here from Charlton. Super excited of that. Carey here, as well, another guy, super young, has the ability to play with the left foot as well. Got the big match, important matches, which is usually one of my favorite qualities that I look for. So far, 48 games, 4 goals, so hopefully he can start improving. Unfortunately, he is wanted in the Premiership here. Not the Premiership Championship, and also in the Scottish Premiership. So hopefully we can retain his services. He is on an expiring contract. Let's see if we can lock him up. Dembele, if you guys don't recognize this guy was blowing up my YouTube channel as one of the Wonder Kids. Career hasn't really panned out as expected, but he's here on loan to hopefully, get footy meat here to rejuvenate his career a little bit and see how far we can get him. We're definitely going to be using him to cut inside, and then hopefully with his left foot, kind of like Arjen Robben, get some nice goals here for us and see how far maybe we can, if he does really well for us, maybe we can retain his services. Hamilton here, another guy we'd probably be looking to replace, a little bit older here. We're just going to use him to whip the crosses in. And then Shane Larvey here. So hopefully this guy's going to get some goals for us. He's got some nice finishing, and he's got some decent pace, bravery, and aggression. So not a bad little squad here, guys. We're definitely going to see how well we do. Not really too many notables other than Kyle Joseph here is probably our best prospect that we have. We're going to look to use him mostly like on that left position or coming off. But unfortunately, he does have that successful injury proneness. So hopefully he doesn't get too injured as well for us. They brought in quite a few guys there. I'm not going to dive into the smaller pieces. As for our academy, a couple young bucks coming through. Maybe I might look to utilize them as well. The one thing with this current team, we don't have the greatest youth recruitment, also facilities and training. It's going to be sometimes a little bit tough to kind of get some better players in, and we're also in a bit of debt right there. Not the greatest, budget that we have, actually zero, and not a whole lot of wiggle room there. So it's going to be a tough first season. Let's see what the bookies have us here. The bookies do have us finishing at least 6th because we were relegated in the previous season. So if we can bounce back right away, it would be huge. I think the board is probably expecting that as well. So speaking of that, let's kind of dive in and see what the board has planned for us. There's a couple coaches I'm bringing in there, trying to get some Serbian guys in there. So sign players under the age of 23, develop players using the youth system, even though we don't have a great youth system. We probably won't honestly upgrade that. If they haven't upgraded that in real life right now, it probably won't as well. So I'll just kind of keep those things the same. I like to kind of keep the same realistic. It's not like Blackpool's going to have the best academy in the world. So we're just going to have to play some money ball here, find some guys on Hidden Gem, make a profit, and so on and so forth, and just kind of keep that going. Gain automatic promotion, as you can see, is one of the goals for this season. It's actually next season, but we're going to try to attempt it now and obviously remain in the championship. So our goal is obviously Premiership, see how far we can go there, maybe get a Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and see if we can get into Europe somehow by one season, sneaking in or something along those lines. But it's going to be definitely exciting. But other than that, guys, not a whole lot. As you guys can kind of see the formations, just quickly, guys, give you a little briefing there. Staff. As you guys saw there, I'm bringing in 2 coaches. And for myself, my coaching credentials, Continental C. So might do a course here for the summer. I'll put it in right now, see if I can get it going. If not, not a big deal. But yeah, we do have a pretty tough season coming up for us. Hopefully, like I said, I'm pretty confident that we should be able to get promotion, but it's just one of those touch and go things. So we're going to cap it at, as of right now, 10 seasons. See how, if we can, within those 10 seasons, see how far and what trophies we can get in the meantime with Blackpool. But other than that, guys, I'm pretty excited. So what I'll do is just do a quick sim here and see where we're at, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, after a quick simulation, as you guys can see, we've got promoted and finished first in League One in our very first season with this challenge with Blackpool. Road to glory save here, seeing how far we can take them within the 10th season. So honestly, guys, very huge achievement. Very happy with the results. I was hoping to get in the top 6 to get automatic promotion and finish first. I'll take it. Can't complain. Hopefully, with this momentum, we can use into the championship. Have some better recruitment, have some more funds, bigger wages, so on and so forth. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're just going to break down the schedule, how the schedule went, some highs and lows with some matches. We'll dive into the transfer window for the winter. We did disable the summer one. So I'll go over some of the signings that we had that made us go through that push, and just kind of our overall positioning and plan moving into the championship as well. So let's dive into the schedule, guys, quickly here for you. As you guys can see, not a little bad start there in August. I would take it. A few wins, a few losses, a couple draws. So overall, it was an average month. But, the new coach, new manager, new philosophies take some time to gel. Honestly, we started off with a nice little win there in the Carabao Cup against Sutherland. Bit of a tougher team to draw in our very first one, championship team. So nice little 2-0 win there. Quite satisfied with that. Nice little home victory. We ended up getting Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, the fairy tale story ended. But still, the fact that we lost to a Premiership side, only 1-0, I'll take it. So after that, the morale and the confidence was up for the boys, and they honestly went on a bit of a tear all the way from September to basically end of October. Didn't lose a single game. Ended up losing one of the title contenders at the time, or the team that was kind of right underneath us was Peterborough. So we ended up losing 4-3, unfortunately, but overall, some nice big wins there in September, as you guys can see, against Reading, Barnsley, Charlton as well. And obviously a few lower teams. We got some nice wins. After that, I would say, some decent form also as well in November. We ended up getting first win against Port Vale there in the first round of the FA Cup. Also in the Bristol Motors Trophy, I think we went on to the second round, but we did get knocked out. Yes, we did right here. We lost to Bolton, unfortunately. 1-0. It's honestly would have been a nice trophy to win, but unfortunately we did get knocked out. Bolton are one of the stronger teams as well in this League One, so to lose to them, I was quite happy. Not happy, but if I was going to lose to anyone, it would have been to one of the topper teams as well. As for the FA Cup, I believe we ended up getting knocked out by Newcastle there in the replay in the third round, so another Premiership team. So didn't really have that much luck when it came to the draws when it comes to the Carabao and the FA Cup. But overall, in December, we had a pretty strong December, I consider. Usually my Decembers aren't the greatest because I tend to run a bit of a smaller squad. But with this team, we were able to secure some nice wins and maintain that, steady form that was able to essentially, propel us into that first position. So a bit of dip in form here in March. This is kind of where it was a bit of a scare for us, but unfortunately, luckily for us, we were able to retain that. And this is kind of where the bad form and the team started creeping. I think we did have about a 6 or 7 point gap for first place, but some of the teams did end up catching up with us. But luckily for us, with Barnsley and a Reading win at the end of the season, there we were able to secure the title. But as you guys can see, it was pretty close. We actually weren't one of the teams with the most amount of wins. It was actually Derby and Peterborough. But we were able to, at least finish to first, which was obviously huge. As you guys can see, I'll break down the past positions here. We kind of got that first time was around like March 15th at first place. Lost it for a few weeks there and then retained it on March 19th and all the way to the end of the season. So it's pretty nice there to able to do that and have a very strong finish. Just dive into quickly the competitions for you guys to see. And that's pretty much it. Let's dive into the transfers. Honestly, didn't do a whole lot for us.
was able to secure a Langstaff here. And really like this guy in the documentary of Russex, and it was pretty huge that so he was for Nottingham, Notts County, so I was able to get him. Also more of a backup striker. His finishing and pace is pretty good, so that was one of the main attributes I was looking for a guy. He's 27, so he's not old, but he's in his prime, so hopefully this guy can bang in a few goals for us. He did contribute with 5 goals, so I was quite happy with that. Another person that I brought in on loan, Mr. Liam Thompson, as well, can play left back, center mid position there as well, so he's huge. He appeared in a few games for us. Honestly, not too bad. I was quite happy with his contribution. Don't know if I'll end up signing him, but I was quite satisfied with his bravery, work rate, natural fitness, stamina. So it's definitely things I look for. If we can get this guy maybe on a bargain for another season or bring him back again, it would be definitely huge. Scully here from as well, just needed an additional right/left winger due to just adding a bit more depth. Got him from Portsmouth, so it was nice to add the person. He did contribute with about 4 goals. I can't remember that. No, sorry, 3 goals with us, and then he had 1 goal with them. So overall, was happy with his services that he brought to the team. I honestly just got rid of the additional 2 loan players that were brought in for us. I think it was Byers and Rhodes. They were just on heavier wages, and I just wanted to clear up some room to bring in some players that added a little bit more depth. As for our formation, did not change it at all. This is basically the formation that we've stuck with throughout the whole season. Areas that I'm probably looking to improve, we do have a few center backs on expiring contracts, so definitely going to dip into the market there and strengthen that, and also the left back position as well as an area I'm going to be looking to strengthen. And potentially, if we can bring back Dembele, would be huge. He honestly had a great season, 9-7. Can he do that in the championship? Hard to say. If we can get him on a relatively low wage back, or even buy him relatively cheap, would be nice. Don't really want to smash Blackpool's transfer record budget right off the bat in the championship. But if we got some money, it would be nice to hopefully retain his services. But overall, I was quite happy with the squad here. Highlights: this bad boy had 16 goals for us, so quite happy with him. Just wish he didn't have that attribute that he doesn't perform in important games. So honestly, quite satisfied with him. He was good. Another highlight was Kyle Joseph here, 6 and 8. Potentially a guy who can play the striker position as well, but also off the wings. Hopefully his attributes do go up. But Gabriel here was probably one of our better players as well, and Leon's. The only issue is I have 2 of my top players in the same position, so maybe I might look to sell one of them and reap the rewards, use the funds to attract or buy better players to fill up the positions. But that's pretty much the areas I'm going to kind of look to strengthen up, guys. I'm going to kind of keep playing that same philosophy, maybe play a little bit more counter. We'll see. I'll just kind of do a bit of a touch and go, see how the preseason goes, and see the players that we do end up adding and strengthening up the squad in the championship. As well, just quickly going to show you guys. I think they went over the season planner. No, they did not. Just board's delighted with my performance and securing the title. So it's nice that we were able to get that done. Oh yeah, the finances. So they didn't give us too much finances there. Wage bill went up a little bit, so we'll see exactly what we can and cannot do with that. No current players coming in right now. Just a few staff members I just signed as well. But other than that, guys, I did start one of my coaching badges as well, just to beef up my CV a little bit, and hopefully that ends up attracting a bit more players. Did win manager of the month once, and obviously winning the league. I haven't got to the awards, but once I do get there, I'll show you guys that. And here's a quick little video for you guys seeing me lift the cup and the glory that I'm going to guide Blackpool to back to the Premiership. And hopefully we can get ourselves a domestic or even a European competition trophy, or even win the EPL would be absolutely huge. Here are the boys lifting it. Look how good they look. And that tangerine, oh yeah, They look fabulous. There's the manager on the side, Mr. Big Shot, waiting for his time to lift the trophy. But other than that, guys, jokes aside, glad we were able to secure promotion in our first season. That being said, obviously, if we can retain that moving forward, momentum in the next season would be absolutely huge. So if you guys did enjoy this video, it means a lot for me if you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Just let me know your guys' feedback on this save, what your guys' thoughts are, any suggestions on certain players I should sign to kind of fit our running gun style here for Blackpool as well. I also tried getting Charlie Adam back to the team. I wasn't able to get him, unfortunately. So if he does get sacked next season, we will try to get him. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys on the next save. Stay tuned. Cheers.